I'm probably getting myself in so much trouble here. I've gotten a little bit more simplified and very streamlined on how I think about makeup. In case you're feeling like you have to buy the things that are the latest and greatest, or you feel like you're supposed to like something because everyone else likes it, maybe I'll give you the out and you can just ignore that and save some money. And you can also disagree with me. You can do that in the comments. Just be nice. I do not believe you need to spend a lot of money on either a cleansing balm, so the balm that you use to take off your makeup, or the actual cleanser that cleans your face. When cleansing balms first came out, we all spent a lot of money. Think of Clinique's Take the Day Off. Elemis, they have an amazing one. And these are good cleansing balms. But since then, the brands that aren't high-end have really come up, and we have some amazing options for a cleansing balm. My favorite one is from the Vanilla Company. It is called, what is it called? Clean It Zero, that's what it's called. I love that one. It's not like extremely cheap, like a couple bucks, you can get it at the Dollar Tree, but it's way less expensive than Clinique's Take the Day Off or the Elemis one. There are good options out there for a lower price product. The same goes for just a cleanser. You just need something that's going to clean your face the way your face needs to be cleaned. So one that works with your skin type. I have very dry skin and I have rosacea. So I need something that's going to keep me hydrated. It's not going to strip my skin barrier. And I need one that is for sensitive skin. So for me, the CeraVe or the LaRoche-Posay Hydrating, either one of those works great. I do not need to spend high-end on that. And I think there's a ton of options out there for whatever skin type you may have. These are one of the worst things that you can put on your face to take your makeup off. The very thing that makes them convenient is the thing that actually is bad for your skin. It stays on your face. You don't rinse your face when you're done with it. How many times can I say face in 5 seconds? Okay, so I do have some. I have these from Costco. They're the Kirkland brand. They have never taken my makeup off. At least I don't think they have. Maybe one time in an emergency. What kind of makeup removing emergency would I have? I use these to wipe off my hands during filming if I swatch or something. That's it. These things are loaded with preservatives. I just have heard from so many dermatologists that this should not be your option for taking your makeup off. When it comes to a moisturizer, I will do a basic moisturizer, and I'm never going to, okay, never say never. I probably will never buy an expensive moisturizer unless there's just something about it that works so perfectly with my skin. But I've not found one, at least that's high-end, that will do that. My favorite moisturizers are from CeraVe. I like Eucerin. I like LaRoche-Posay. They're all drugstore-ish pricing. I say this in quotes because some of those can get a little bit higher, but none of those are up to the high end like at Sephora or Ulta. When the Beauty Blender first came out, it was groundbreaking. It changed the makeup game. People went crazy about it because it works. It's a good product. It moves your foundation well. It can add some moisture in there so that it just works and blends beautifully. But they're 20 bucks. At least it was back then. I think it is still 20 bucks. There have been so many sponges that have come out since that just work absolutely as good as the Beauty Blender. In fact, I think if I were to take this one, which is from Beakey, I get it on Amazon. It comes in a pack of, I think, like 6 or something for like $6, maybe $8. Like, it's a couple bucks at most per sponge. These last just as long. If I put them next to each other, like each face, I would not be able, each side of my face, I would not be able to tell the difference between this applicator and the, insert the Beauty Blender here, the Beauty Blender. I would not be able to tell the difference between the two. This one washes just as well, and I'm not just gonna say this one, the Real Techniques one. There's a bunch of them that are way, way, way cheaper. There's no way I would spend 20 bucks on a sponge at this point. I would not spend a lot of money on puffs. These are amazing. I've gotten them on Amazon. This one's from the same brand as the sponge. It's from Beakey. I bought this, I don't know how many years ago. It came in a pack of 12. I'm still using them. I wash them, I dry them, I reuse them, I wash them and dry them and reuse them. They last so long, I don't see a need to buy another one. I like bigger ones, so I have bought these. Yep, these are all dirty. I need to wash them. Again, this is a pack of 4 that I get on Amazon. You know, most puffs are pretty much the same thing. Go cheap, you'll be fine. We all have to clean our brushes. Brands have come out with brush cleaner solutions. Honestly, none of them have actually worked well for me, and I never really wanted to spend a lot of money on it anyways. It's something you're literally washing down the drain. What I use is Dr. Bronner's has a unscented one. I think it's for babies. I like that one. It's very gentle. You could do Dawn dish soap. If it can clean a little ducky after an oil spill, you can certainly use it on your brushes. It's not going to harm them. Anything that would be gentle but would also break down the oils, don't spend a lot of money on it. When it comes to full coverage foundation, I'm not a huge fan. For me, it just seems too heavy. I don't like how it doesn't look very natural on my skin, especially when you're looking close up. It might look great on a camera and it might look great far away and with great lighting. But when you look face to face, when we are in real life, I don't like how it looks on me most of the time. So when a brand comes out with a full coverage foundation and I think, should I review this? Should I try it? The problem is I'm coming at that review with a thought process in my head of, I don't really like full coverage foundations. So I pretty much never review them. Now there are exceptions. I love the IT Cosmetics CC cream and it is considered full coverage. But there is something about it that makes it a little different. The fact that it says it's hydrating. So if a brand comes out with something that has something extra, it's not just full coverage, they literally would go, if you are a 58-year-old woman that has dry skin, rosacea, and texture, this full coverage foundation is for you. Please try it. I would absolutely buy that foundation and review it for you guys. So if I were not a YouTuber, I wouldn't even glance at those. I like medium coverage and I'm good with that. It works for me. I still will buy some for you guys and try it, but I wouldn't otherwise. A glowy foundation, one that it would say in the description it would be make a glass skin or radiant. Those I would steer clear of. I just, for me, do not think they look good on my skin. Because I'm 58, I have wrinkles, I have some texture, I sometimes have rosacea, things that they kind of look like a pimple, but it's not. So I don't want to put something on my face that has a glow to it that basically, in my opinion, is making that all come out more. A satin finish is fine with me. That's about as glowy as I'll get. A natural finish is my favorite. I don't do matte, and that's because I have dry skin. So I'm not gonna go buy the stuff that says it's for radiant or glowy. I'm just not gonna like it, and I know it. A blush or a bronzer that's in like a squeeze tube, like you have to squeeze it onto something, tap that thing, either your hand or a palette, and then put it on your face where it's going to be, and then take a brush and blend it in and all that. But I know if it were me and I wasn't a YouTuber, I would never go for it because I don't like the extra step. I know me. I will look in the drawer, I will see the blushes that I have there to use or the bronzers, and I just want to get it done and go about my day. I know it's only one step. Maybe I'm a little whiny baby or I am very lazy. Call it what it is. I don't care. It's just not for me. It's not my type of delivery I would like. And having said that, I would buy it if it was something I needed to review for you because the product itself could be amazing. But for me personally, I would not use it. I haven't used a highlighter in I don't even know how long. Every time I have put highlighter on my face, I'll catch myself in a mirror and I'll be like, oh, I don't like it. Why did I do that? It looks ridiculous on me. And that's just me. I think other people can pull it off. I just don't think I can pull it off. Now, having said that, I do like a blush that sometimes has a little bit of sheen to it, not glitter. So something like this, something that has a little bit of a sheen, blend it out, and see how it's got a little bit of a sheen to it? I like that, but I would never do blush and then put a highlighter over that. Like, it just, to me, is, again, another step. I'll do this, and that I like. But see, that's not highlighter. That has a little sheen to it. And that's about the extent that I will get. I will not buy a bronzer that has any glow to it, because I don't want a sheen down here or up here or under my chin or wherever I put bronzer. I don't want any kind of glow at that point. I want to mattify those areas and have my sheen maybe just a tiny bit here. But I'm also fine with all matte. I would never use a highlighter. It's just not my thing. I used to have to buy an eye primer, and an eye primer would be on my lids, and it was because my lids are hooded. I have hooded eyelids, and my lashes would hit right about here, and it meant that my mascara would break down because the oils on my lids would break down that mascara, and I'd get smudging. I don't have that anymore. My eyelids have changed. Probably about last year I noticed it. I'm like, I'm kind of dry there now. So I used to use, it's upside down. It's called Thank Me Later by Elizabeth Mott. I got it on Amazon. It's an amazing eye primer. This is what I used for years because it works so well. But I don't need it anymore, and that's important to note. Your skin is going to change, especially those of us who are over 50. I think it starts really drastically changing at 50. 40, I noticed it a little bit, but at 50, it was like, whoa, what happened? Okay, this one might get me in trouble. I have never, and I don't ever foresee me doing it, wearing a white eyeliner on the inside. It would be your waterline on the bottom. I've never done that, and when I've tried to do it, I thought I looked ridiculous. There are some people who can kind of pull it off. I really am not a fan. Like, I'll see YouTubers do it, and I'm like, I'm not a fan. Eventually, when they get all their makeup on, their mascara and everything, it does tone down and it looks okay. I'm just not a fan of the look, and that's okay. That's my own opinion. I'm not a huge fan of eyeliner on me. I think other people can pull it off beautifully. And I look at them and I go, oh, I wish that would look good on me. I've had people do it on me. I've done it on myself. And I just don't like it ever. I've had professionals put it on me. I never like it. I don't know if it's because of my eye shape, how small it is. I don't know. I don't know what it is. I just have never liked an eyeliner on me where it's like on the bottom underneath or like a wing or something like that. The only thing I will do is I will sometimes put a powder right along my lower lash, like an eyeshadow. That's a neutral, and I will put it there. I often do that. Or I will put a brown eyeliner on the inside of my lid, and not the lid, oh yeah, my waterline on my lid. And it kind of makes your line here just more dramatic, but it doesn't close my eye up at all. So that's the extent of eyeliner for me. Okay, I will not buy any more large eyeshadow palettes. I just don't get use out of this at all. Honestly, this is my favorite. This is from Tarte. This is the Tarte Tartelette in Bloom. And I've used this for years, and you can see I use this the most, just those 6. I very rarely ever use these. I only use these. You can see I hit pan there. So imagine a big palette. This is the same thing. This is from Too Faced, and it's Born This Way, the Natural Nudes. The only ones I like are these 6. That's it. I don't ever go over here. So I wish they made just this. Do they? I should look. I don't think they do. Too Faced, make this a separate palette. I would buy it. Well, if you're a person who loves to experiment different shades and go just have fun with it, I think a large eyeshadow palette is perfect for you because you've got a lot to choose from. That is just not my personality. That is not the way I do my makeup. So it just doesn't interest me to even have those other options. In fact, it stifles me. I'll look at it and go, I don't know, I had too many options. I need to just get it done. I've had false lashes put on me several times, and every single time I'm like, Don't like it. False lashes have come a long way, and there are some very natural ones. My daughter Rachel loves false eyelashes. And when she wears the real natural ones, those are the ones I'm like, oh, okay, that looks nice. But I also think she looks just as nice without them on. That's very much a personality thing. I get it. In fact, all of this is a personality. It's all me. I won't review them. There's no point. I'm coming at it with the assumption of, I really don't like this. Okay, regular mascara, which is sad because there's so many good ones out there, I hear. But I can't wear a regular mascara instead of I have to wear a waterproof one because all the regular ones uncurl my lashes. As soon as I put them on, my lashes will start uncurling, and my lashes are naturally completely straight. There's no curve to them. So I have to curl them, and then putting mascara on top of that, it has to be waterproof. So sadly, I always have to do that, which is very annoying because when a brand comes out with mascara, they always do the regular non-waterproof. And then, I don't know, a month or two later, maybe they come out with a waterproof version of it. Once in a while, they do it at the same time. And I'm like, yay, I can try it. If it's a good waterproof mascara, it will not uncurl your lashes. Okay, loose setting powder. I'm just not a fan. I think some of it has to do with the fact that I have dry skin. So let's say I'm putting on powder here and I put it in a loose powder, and then I put it in here. For it to go any place but exactly where I put it means I've got stuff on my face that I don't want to have powder on because I have dry skin. So I'm very selective where my powder goes. I'm a control freak when it comes to powder. I use a puff. I take the puff, I dip it in the pressed powder, and then it's right there and I can direct exactly where it's going to go, and I don't have to worry about powder going anyplace else. It's right where I want it to go and I can press it in. And that's the only way I like to do it. So therefore, I'm just never gonna buy loose. I have yet to find a liquid lipstick I like. I've bought quite a few. I hate the feeling on my lips. I'm always like, oh, it's too dry. And then I'll put lip balm on and the lip balm takes off the lipstick, and I'm just not a fan. I know there's some amazing ones out there. You guys can even put them down in the comments. I know they're there. I am just not the one to be reviewing them because I put them on and I have this preconceived idea of, I don't like it. I don't like how it feels. I don't like it. So I'm just not the one to review it. Okay, you know how brands will sell a select amount of makeup with this packaging of whatever they're promoting, like it's a Disney thing, like a Moana or Wicked. I think there's some Wicked ones out there right now because that's very popular. It's all branding. It's all marketing. I'm not a Disney fanatic, so I also do not go into it with the thought of, oh, it's so cute because it's Disney, because I'm not. I know some of you are, and I have no judgment for people who love this. It's just not my thing. Again, it's my opinion. I'm probably getting myself in so much trouble here. Okay, beauty boxes. So like Allure, boy, I cannot think of the beauty boxes. You know, where it's a subscription. So it'll either come monthly or it'll come every quarter. I had them for a while. I thought they were so much fun. They are fun. It looks like Christmas morning every time they come in, and you get to see what it is. And I know some of them have been a little bit better and you can select what you're getting, but I kind of actually think that diminishes the fun part. But it also is better because you're selecting. I don't like it because you end up with things that I never would have gone to purchase, even if you're selecting it, because you're selecting from what they give you the option for. And if any of those options really are not what I need or want right now, I have to get it anyways. Now I know you can give some of them as gifts and stuff, but then I also think, would I have bought this for this person? I don't know. I don't need things coming into my home that I have not chosen to have come in my home. I'd rather have exactly what I want or need instead of having a fun, yeah, it's a fun thing, but in the end I ended up with a lot of things that I did not need. Okay, gift boxes from like Sephora. They're very big around the holidays, which is right now. So this is where they have, okay, Sephora's best lipsticks. And you've got like 6 to 10, whatever, lipsticks. First off, why do I need 6 to 10? I probably don't. And how many of those 6 to 10 am I actually going to use? And yes, I think there are times that you could look at it and go, okay, those two go to this person, this person, this person. I think sometimes they could work. For me personally, they've never worked. There's always only maybe 1 or 2 lipsticks I would even think about using. And then I'm stuck with a whole bunch of ones that I really don't want. Or, you know, whatever it is, perfumes or whatever it is. I do think that they have their place, and I think some people, if you really use them well, I think they're worth it. But if you only get 2 things out of this thing that you just spent 50 bucks on, it would have been better to just go buy the thing, the full price thing, instead of getting a whole bunch of stuff you really don't need. Have I gotten myself in enough hot water? Because I like to have a more simple life and live more simply, there's just some other things like more in my home that I just choose to not buy anymore. And that's in this video. So I'll see you maybe in that one or another one. God bless.